It has been 9 years since the inception of the Iranian American Jewish Federation of New York. With the help of the Iranian Jewish community, Iranian American Jewish Federation has been able to make a difference in Israel. Israel has always projected strength and inspiration for Jews worldwide. But Israel has also faced many difficulties, and many of its brothers and sisters are in need of food and basic necessities, in need of quality health care and emergency aid, in need of educational opportunities, soldiers in need of comfort to ease their burden, in need of a community Israel can depend on. For all of these reasons, the Iranian American Jewish Federation of New York has reached out to the soldiers, people, and state of Israel and supported over 100 organizations in the Jewish state. With Iranian American Jewish Federation's support, many lives have been saved and improved. The following represents a few of our 2010 recipients. Iranian American Jewish Federation believes that by exposing children from disadvantaged communities and new immigrants to scientific learning, Israel's significant digital divide will be narrowed.
Hello, I am Robo-Thespian. Nice to meet you.
Since 2005, Iranian American Jewish Federation contributed $415,000 to American Friends of the Israel National Museum of Science, Madetech.
This evening it is a pleasure to thank you from the bottom of my heart for the great work you've been doing with the children of Akko as our partners in delivering high-quality educational programs to the young ones where they need it most. This year the program will focus on 6th grade and elementary, 1st grade, as well as kindergarten students in the entire city of Akko. It is a pleasure to thank you on behalf of our staff and our board of directors for the great work that you are doing in Akko.
Such exposure impacts on children's abilities, paving the way for a growing number of Israelis to meet university requirements in science and technology, and later on, to play a role in Israel's sophisticated high-tech industries. One of the schools sponsored by Iranian American Jewish Federation in Akko is the Shazar School, where talented 5th and 6th graders are exposed to the magic of science. Iranian American Jewish Federation strives to help these students to achieve dreams they never thought possible by boosting their self-esteem and their beliefs in their own capabilities. In addition to making a significant difference in Akko, Iranian American Jewish Federation's innovative program will be used as a model in other cities throughout Israel.
Toda Rabba.
Since 2002, Iranian American Jewish Federation contributed over $1.7 million to the IAJF Federation of New York. The largest local philanthropy in the world, which is dedicated to caring for those in need, rescuing those in harm's way, and renewing and strengthening the Jewish people in New York, Israel, and around the world. In Israel, IAJF Federation plays a key role in helping thousands overcome poverty, fight illiteracy, cope with domestic violence, overcome trauma, and age with dignity, so the Jewish state can develop its greatest resource, its people. Hand in hand with healthcare institutions throughout Israel, Iranian American Jewish Federation has sponsored medical equipment, supported emergency rooms, and offered assistance to the wounded and provided moral support. Since 2002, Iranian American Jewish Federation contributed $156,000 to Bikor Cholim Hospital in Jerusalem. Established over 170 years ago, Bikor Cholim Hospital opens its doors to all who are sick and suffering, providing them with the finest professional medical care.
My name is Professor Chaim Yaffe. I am the chairman of the Department of Obstetrics and Gynecology. All these instruments around me are instruments which were donated by your generous contribution, and these instruments are for screening of women for cancerous or precancerous lesion of the cervix.
Hi, I'm Dr. Rafi Pollack. I'm the medical director of Bikur Chalim Hospital, and I wanted you to see that the equipment is here, is working, is active. We're about to use it in a couple of minutes now, and to tell you that we wouldn't have been able to procure this equipment without your kind contribution. So thank you very much.
IDF soldiers have always been the #1 priority of the Iranian American Jewish Federation. These soldiers risk their lives every day to protect the lives and future of our homeland. Since 2002, Iranian American Jewish Federation has contributed over $3.7 million to the Friends of the Israel Defense Forces. Iranian American Jewish Federation has supported the Atidim program, which is a national, social, and military initiative that aims to close the socio-economic gaps in Israeli society by promoting excellence among students aged 13 to 30 in disadvantaged communities. Iranian American Jewish Federation's support has proven itself once again and strengthened the belief that a significant change in Israeli society is not only a dream, but a vision within reach.
My name is Yitzhak Topaz, and I'm 29 years old. I was born and grew up in Afula, which is a small peripheral city in the north of Israel. One day I heard about Atidim, and my whole life changed. Atidim gave me the best help I could imagine and even more. I'm working like now 5 years in Bitband. This is the company which introduced to me by Atidim. If I'll be in a position to give back, I'll give back to people like me in Atidim.
The Iranian American Jewish Federation recognizes the importance of supporting the IDF Medical Corps, which is responsible for the health care of soldiers from the pre-enlistment phase to the completion of their military service. Iranian American Jewish Federation has pledged a total of $1 million in 2009 and 2010 to sponsor the construction of a new IDF Medical Corps clinic at Ofarit Base. The new 11,000 square foot clinic will be established on Mount Scopus. The clinic will take up 3 floors and will house a range of healthcare services and specialist clinics for thousands of soldiers. Iranian American Jewish Federation takes pride in focusing on the preservation of the mental well-being of combat soldiers on active duty. The front lines of a combat zone are not equipped with a soldier's comfort in mind, many times placed in hostile environments where they have no facility to rest. An innovative use of transportable facilities, such as air-conditioned social clubs, fitness clubs, and synagogues, enable Iranian American Jewish Federation to bring some of the physical, emotional, and spiritual amenities of home to the soldiers on active duty. A week of R&R allows these soldiers to return to their service with renewed strength and an opportunity for Iranian American Jewish Federation to show these heroic individuals how much they are appreciated. Iranian American Jewish Federation, reaching out to build Israel's future.
למשמע כל צחוקי